Thank you, Mike. Can I first acknowledge the hard-working councillors that are present for this wonderful celebration of community today. We have Councillor John Chester, Councillor Mike Norman, Councillor Teresa Ritchie, Councillor Sam Thomas, Councillor Jeff Amphlett. Yes, round of applause to the councillors. Good idea. And yes, I was doing a quick last lap, and Councillor Taylor as well. It's great to see them all here. To Mike Tyler, the acting CEO, Tony Kusticevic, the state member for Kareen. That's my daughter who's talking at the moment. Hopefully she is a little bit quieter than that.
She's your daughter, Troy.
I know, yes, that's true. Yes, fair call. And I also would like to acknowledge the committee members of the Duncriag Edible Garden. Well, Kath, I think you shared some wonderful words and really touched on the true spirit of a community garden. And indeed, it is a great celebration here today for not only the city of Joondalup, but I think particularly the local community here in this lovely pocket of Duncriag. This has been a long journey. This is the first community garden that the city of Joondalup have opened, and I must congratulate a number of members of the Duncriag Edible Garden Committee who have been the driving force behind this over the last 2 years. And it was a process that I know frustrated them at times, and I engaged them on a number of occasions to ensure they continued to maintain a drive and motivation, which they did to their credit. The wheels of local government don't turn quickly, but what we've landed on here today I think is a wonderful demonstration of the hard work that many people have put in over a couple of years. The city contributed $22,000 towards the infrastructure that we see here today, and I think what's heartening for me is that we've created a space that is set for success. It's not set to fail, because we've taken it in bite-sized chunks, and indeed we can see here the beds are full, and that's always a good sign for a community garden. So to a couple of people that are worthy of special recognition, Sophie Dwyer and Heather Ball, Kath we've heard from, and Lisa Palmer. Those four individuals have been stalwarts of this project. And I too, his name has been mentioned, but I too would like to acknowledge Councillor Chester, who has been a very passionate supporter of the community garden. I think if I did a search in my email account for Councillor Chester plus community garden, I would have at least 30 emails from Councillor Chester keeping on top of me to make sure that the project
Still got some way to go.
move forward. Yes, Councillor Chester, this is an important first step, I'm sure. Also to the officers that have been involved in the process, Deb Terrelling and her team have been guiding the community garden, because we explored many sites throughout the city, and obviously this is the first that we've picked up. And Kath touched on a number of the important attributes, but I think what we see here today, which I think bring home the value of a community garden, is firstly the number of people here. I think that gives absolute testament to the connection that the Duncriag Edible Garden Committee have with the local community, and also kids. It's great to see lots of kids participating actively in the garden, planting out, getting some ownership, and having some cross-generational exchange. I think is absolutely an area that our society needs to focus more on, particularly between the seniors and the young people in our community, for mutual benefit. So it's great to see so many people here today, and I thank you for taking time out of your Saturday, particularly on a warm spring day. And what a lovely day it is. I could think of no other day. Now, I am a little bit disappointed. The bench, the workbench that we see here, should have been installed in my shed. There was obviously a mix-up with the paperwork on the location, so I'm just going to have a word to the engineer to see how we can unbolt it. But I've got this rickety one that I'm sure will do the job nicely down here. No, I mean, what a beautiful piece of work. And I think, if I may say, I think that demonstrates, that's a gift from the city to the community and to the Edible Garden Committee here at Duncriag, because that's a beautiful workbench, and I think that sets the bar for this space. And it's great to see what is the city's most popular service, that is libraries, being actively engaged by a new venture that I'm confident will continue to grow from strength to strength here in Duncriag. So thank you to everyone who's been actively involved. It's a wonderful success story for the City of Joondalup and indeed for the local community here in Duncriag. I look forward to seeing the fruits of your labour being enjoyed. I'm a gardener. I don't have veggies at home. We've got some herbs, but one thing is for sure, you're definitely going to have lots of product produced here with the sunlight it's going to get, which is going to be superb. Hats, going to wear hats, he says here, he hasn't got one on. But when you're gardening out here, make sure you wear hats, otherwise everyone's going to get fried. So thanks for everyone for your commitment, both the elected members, the members of the community and also the officers, that in part everyone has put an important fingerprint on this exciting development. So it now gives me great pleasure to move over to here to officially unveil, good idea, well done, the Duncriag Community Edible Garden.